Hey, it looks like we did it. We are here.
Great success.
It is time, Wednesday night, for the glorified version of a bass fishing talk show. I am your host, Pat Renwick, and this is Stray Cats Outdoor Cartoon Television. I'm sorry, there was a Baywatch marathon on downstairs, and I was a little late. But the truth of the matter is that...
Slow motion running?
Yeah, slow motion Walter, the fire engine guy.
Yeah.
There was actually, what was there, 2 jet skis and 3 pontoons at the ramp, and we finally got things going.
Pontoons had like 8 coolers each.
It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. But hey, the fun stew and giggles dumplings commences right now. And as usual, we have a phenomenal show worked up for you guys tonight. The first guest, these are both first-timers coming on tonight. First guest, meteoritic. Can I make up a word?
Meteoritic.
He's very meteoritic in his rise in the Bassmaster Elite Series derbs. I said derbs again.
Derbs.
Andy hates when I say derbs. Get a count. That's 3 derbs. 3 derbs. Shotgun sound for every derbs. Patrick Walters is coming on first. Yes. Patrick Walters. Yes. This is the first time we've ever had a guest on with the same name as me. Patrick
that's
and
true.
Patrick and Patrick.
I think that's true.
Patrick O'Callahan, but then he didn't qualify.
I wonder if he has the same nickname as you.
He could. Parallel Pat.
Yeah.
I know he's an FBR. I do know that about him. Pat Walters is coming on first. But then we have again now another champion to you, Bass Fishing Galaxy, from the FLW Tour, recent Toho Beast. Give it up for Buddy Gross. He's coming on. Yes, Derb. Shotgun me. Derb.
Derbs.
Thank you. I got to stop saying Derb. What was I saying last time? Besides
Derbs.
Derb? No, it was like something. Boom. I kept saying boom.
You say boom.
Yeah, because that was like, I think I was watching too much Chris Lane Kapow. And then boom subliminally.
I like boom better
Stuck
than
in.
pow.
Speaking of boom boom pow and those lovely lady lumps, you know what we have that we're giving away tonight to you, Bass Fishing Galaxy viewers of Stray Cats Outdoor Cartoon Television? You know that on Wednesday nights, this is the place to win free stuff. Tonight, Liam Geary over at backwoods-graphics.com is giving you viewers the opportunity to win a trophy. It's like a what would you call it? An alternative mount. So what you do is you send in a picture of you and your catch or a special moment on the water, and the good people over at Backwoods Graphics will commemorate that memory in what is it? So they do it in wood and they do it in aluminum, like a brushed aluminum. It's pretty badass.
It's a way to glorify one of your great catches.
Absolutely. It's the glorified version of a fishing mount.
That's right.
Just like this is the glorified version of a bass fishing talk show.
Yep.
It's the same deal. But all you have to do is like and share the live Facebook feed, and you have a chance to win this. It's pretty cool. If you go to backwoods-graphics.com, you could see all about it. But here's what's really cool. Liam has partnered with the good people at FLW, and every winner of an FLW derb gets one of these Backwoods Graphics commemorative alternative mount plaques. And I know Terry Bolton just got his, and I know Buddy Gross is about to get one. So pretty cool deal. Congratulations to Liam Geary and all the people over at Backwoods Graphics. Hey, with that, speaking of backwoods, the guy with the backwoods beer, right over here. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the drummer in the band.
That's not me.
That's Ryan. It's Popcorn Whitaker.
Snare drum's too tight for me.
Loosen that up.
A little depth. Let's get a little depth.
Ryan Popcorn Whitaker. That's how he stays in such good shape. He drums.
Yeah, it's been scary.
You'll go blind. You know that.
Yeah.
Speaking of going blind, this guy leads everything blind and comes out smelling like a rose somehow or another. Wait, who could it be? Oh, you know who it is. Yep. Hey! 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 It's J.P. Hi! The hip-hop fisherman. Give it up for J.P. Hi. The OG hip-hop fisherman. He's here. He's answering all your social media questions there, feeding them to the guests. And again, he's the guy that's going to pick the lucky winner at the end of the show. Like and share the live Facebook feed for a chance to win an amazing prize. No doubt about it. Hey, speaking of prizes, you know who's my prize? He's my pride and joy, too. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the funky soul detective, dressed in red. He's got the sting of a red recluse spider. It's Andrew, the ginger ninja, Ellenberger. Yeah, that's him. And you can't see him, but Tommy, which one's the camera? Which one's the show cam? Ladies and gentlemen, my manager here is here for the first time ever in the new studio. We don't let him in usually. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for tap dancing Tommy Billings. You want to stick your face in the camera? That's his face. You see it? It's amazing. Hey, let the fun begin. We're running behind. I won't keep it hold it up here any longer. Put the power poles down. We're coming back with Patrick Walters. Step up your game. It has been said that professionals are only as good as the tools they work with, and Alpha Angler has developed the ultimate set of tools for you, the competitive angler. Alpha Angler custom rods, brought to fruition by the passion of master craftsman Jake Boomer and 2017 BASS Angler of the Year Brandon Palaniuk. Alpha Angler rods are custom made in the USA. Designed and engineered to be perfect, Alpha Angler utilizes a very unconventional approach to making the very best bass rods, from drop shotting to flipping. Alpha Angler's focus is on building perfectly balanced tournament-grade bass rods at an affordable price. Join the Alphalution today and purchase direct at alphaangler.com. Step up your game. alphaangler.com. Welcome back. Welcome back. The glorified version of a bass fishing talk show continues right now. I'm pretty stoked to have this dude. He's already laughing, and I like that about him. He is the new meteorite. Let's just call him the new meteorite in the Bassmaster Elite Series. Yeah. I want you all to give a warm studio audience a round of applause for the one and only Patrick Walters. Yes. Wow.
Glad to be here.
What's up, dude?
Man, not too much. Hey, I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah, that's a pretty. Where are you at right now?
I'm actually in the camper.
What?
We have,
looks like a home theater.
Yeah.
I know. We got a 42-foot Fusion fifth wheel camper. It's a toy hauler, and just went and got the rods rigged. I'm inside. I'm actually sitting in a dang lazy boy right now. I got the seat heater on. Doing pretty good right about now.
Be careful
we've
with.
upgraded from the 10 a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's amazing. Or the back of the truck, even back in the old days. But be careful with seat heaters, because if you're constipated, sometimes things just happen, and you just don't want that to happen.
Hey, it helps. It'll loosen it up. If it's constipated, it will help you.
If you're constipated, you want things. To
Oh yeah,
happen.
that's the tip of the week right there. That's what it is.
Right.
Seat heaters in during derbs, shotgun derbs. Yeah. What's up, Ange? Oh wait, what's that?
Patrick, if you could just turn the volume down on your computer a little bit, I think we're getting a little feedback from that.
Gotcha.
There it is.
Just so you can still hear us.
Is that better?
Yes, it sounded like you had a dial-a-phone too.
Thank you.
An old-fashioned rotary. So, man, I mean, you're getting ready for this big derb here. You got coming up tomorrow, and you're just getting off a good swing. But I want to start things a little different with you. Okay, I think we kind of have a grasp of where you came from because you've been getting some press lately, and that's pretty cool. It's a pretty good thing.
It is good and bad. Tell you the truth, all press is good, but I've always liked to be the underdog. I like to a lot of people not knowing who you are, and they're not watching you. You know, when a lot of people are talking about you, they expect a lot of things, and there's a higher chance for disappointment at times. But I love being the underdog or being coming from behind. That way, it's just you just strike and nobody's like, where did this guy come from? You know, that's always been my favorite thing is just coming out of left field.
You keep fishing like that, you're going to lose that underdog status.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I mean, they got you bleeding blue and gold, bro. I mean, like if you cut right now, if you took a knife and cut yourself, it would bleed blue and gold. You're bleeding bass right now, and that's a great thing.
I'm trying.
But here's what I'm gonna do. Would you allow me to be your mind and your thoughts for a moment? Can I be Patrick Walters for a second?
Bring it. Come on.
Okay. All right, here it is. I am going to be your thoughts. I'm Patrick Walters' mind. In 2017, got my first taste of victory on Winya, the college regional. Damn, that was awesome. In 2018, won the Central Opens on the Red River. Damn, that was awesome. I got a smoking hot girlfriend. Damn, that's awesome. In 2017, while in school, I barely missed qualifying for the elites. I just wasn't ready to play with the big boys. But now I am ready! Chwa!
I love
Chwa!
it. Killed it.
Chwa!
I'm thinking that right now. 100%.
Wow. Sorry, dude. I left my body for a minute. I was actually in your brain.
That was 100% an outer body
Whoa.
experience right there.
I'm sweating a little bit. Can't tell. You can't tell. But what does that mean? Now you are ready. Now you are ready. How are you ready now and you weren't then?
I think it's just it's just a timing deal is what it is, and just timing it right. It was it was probably a good thing I didn't qualify the first year in 2017 because I wouldn't have finished school. I still had a semester of college left, and that was my main thing. My mom wanted. She said, "Patrick, you got to graduate." And if I'd have qualified for the lease, I'd have been like, "See y'all, I'm going fishing." And so everything happens for a reason. I truly believe it. I don't think I was ready at that time. I think it was just everything worked out the way it should have. Thank goodness.
It fell in line, and that's perfect. And I love that quote from you. And I can't remember where I read it, but you said, "Now I'm ready," and I just love hearing that. Especially, you had a plan, dude. You had you came in in 2018 with a 3-year plan, right? To make the elites.
I was going to do nothing but 100% fish for. I said 3 years, man. I'd have done it for 20 if I'd had.
Right, exactly.
Until I was absolutely broke and I didn't have any more money. But I had basically a 3-year plan where I was going to fish all the opens for 3 years. I didn't think what was going to happen in the industry this year the way it did. But everything still worked out. We qualified the first year. We actually triple qualified for the Open Championship and made it that way. And it was a good year. Yeah. We're just trying to carry some momentum, keep the pace up.
And you certainly are. I mean, and let's think about it. What an amazing year or amazing time in professional bass fishing to be a rookie in one of the premier tours. I mean, how awesome, dude. Come on. It's perfect timing. You said
I'm telling you, I'm speechless. It really is unreal. The timing was something spectacular. It's good and bad. Um, I always wanted to fish the elites. It kind of stinks a little bit, you finally get there, and some of your childhood heroes aren't there. But hey, everybody's saying somebody's got to fill their shoes, but I'm looking to bring my own shoes to the dance on this one.
You're
There
your
you
own.
go.
You're your own meteorite. You're the.
Hey, I like that. We might have to patent that. That's a good name.
He's the up and coming meteorite of the Bassmaster Elite Series. I love it. I love it right there, man. You had a great tournament, man. Amazing, and just, I mean, when I look back at him, like, holy cow, dude, you caught 3 like 9-pound plus fish, right?
It was unreal. Yeah,
That's
I caught a
stupid.
9-pounder all the last 3 days of the tournament. It was. Somebody asked me after I caught that first one. They're like, "You think you can go back out and do it day 2?" And I was like, "Man, I really don't know. The odds of me catching 2 9-pounders is pretty slim." And then I went and did it, and he called me that afternoon. He's like, "Okay, are you going to go catch another one?" I was like, "No, I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket if I go catch a third 9-pounder." And of course, about 1 o'clock, I finally got lucky and stumbled into Old Big. It was a speechless tournament. It really was. It's unreal when you catch 21 pounds the final day and you fall 2 places.
Right.
That's nuts, dude. I mean, that absolutely crazy. And I mean, you kind of went about things in a conventional Florida approach. I mean, and it's almost, for lack of a better term, so predictable the way Florida tournaments are won. But like, I mean, but there's always that wild card. Like, which one of the Johnstons won on FLW last year? Chris.
I think it was
Yeah.
Chris.
It was Chris, yeah. And
Chatterbaiting.
well, no, he was he maybe a little bit, but he was throwing a jerk bait the majority of the time in like shallow water. And that's just, I mean, it's done in Florida, but that's not a predominant pattern. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But it seems you had a predictable way of catching fish, which worked, and that's awesome. But here's what I thought was cool, and a lot of people overlook this. You were using that prop bait as a search tool. You were searching with the prop bait. Tell us a little bit about how you went about that and what brought the decision to put that prop bait down and realize it was only a search bait.
Well, the crazy thing was practice was so tough. We were just coming off of 4 weeks of cold weather. Everybody was looking at the forecast. We saw there was a new moon that was going to be on Wednesday. It was going to be warm all week. So I told myself, listen, 4 weeks, they're coming to the hill. They have no other option. They are about to bust. And in practice, the first day of practice, I fished the main river mostly, and I had 3 bites all day long, from daylight till dark. And the second day, I ran down to the lake and I fished a little bit in the river and checked some canals, and I had 5 bites finally. And that's kind of when I found the area in George. And what I was doing is I did 3 laps around Lake George in the 3 days of practice. And I just was looking for areas they were going to pull up to. Since there's no offshore eelgrass there anymore, they have to go to the bank. And so the cover that was there was buggy whips and sawgrass and stuff and reeds, but it was so shallow was the problem. It was a half a foot to like a foot and a half at best.
Wow.
And so what I do is I found actually the area where I caught majority of my fish. I had 1 bite there in practice, is it. And I was going down the outside of some buggy whips, and I threw a prop bait down it. And when it hit the water, he blew up on it.
Whoa.
And it was about a 2.5 pounder, one of the better fish I caught all of practice. A 2.5 pounder.
Okay.
Me into this area.
That's
And
weird.
marked the waypoint, and I said, I'll probably come back to that later. And I left, never went back to it all practice. And I found some sight fish in one of the springs, of course, and they were just in there loaded. And I said, well, I'm going to start the tournament on those sight fish. And I started the tournament in there, caught my first fish in the Bassmaster Elite Series ever on a bed. And I was like, I caught 2 more in there, and I said, you know what, I can't die in this clear water. I'm iffy on bed fishing, but I'm not a big fan of clear water sometimes. I said, you know what, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out swinging. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to go start flipping and do some just casting to them. That's my favorite way to catch them, is just a little bit of dirtier water and just dragging a worm for Florida fish. And I went to that area about 11 o'clock, and I caught my 13 pounds. And I was excited.
Nice.
I was like, man, 13 pounds. I was like,
Okay.
this is great. I caught a limit. And I wish I would have known kind of what would have happened out of I made 1 pass through there, and I caught 13 pounds, and I left, and I started covering new water, just kind of stating my ground somewhere else. And I lost a good one that afternoon flipping some pads, and I didn't realize that that first day was going to kind of hurt me. I mean, if I'd have weighed in 18 pounds, we'd be singing a different tune right about now.
But it all worked out, man.
It did. It was a good week.
I mean, 4th place for your first Elite Series Derby ever. No, it's not
Hey,
too
we're
shabby.
just trying to keep that foot on the gas.
Is it? Wait, did
Trying
I
to stomp on them a little bit?
You're drinking dew? Are you
Oh
drinking?
yeah, Diet Dew, baby.
So, like, what is it with every young Elite Series angler?
With the Mountain Dew?
You guys live on the dew.
Yeah, man.
You just.
I think they got some cocaine in it. I don't know what it is, but there's something in Mountain Dew in everybody. I don't know anybody who doesn't like Mountain Dew.
Does it help you get limits?
It can help you keep your fish
if it
alive.
Did, I'd have a pallet on that back deck. I can promise you if it helped me get limits. I'd be shipping that stuff into the truckload.
Do you use it to rehab your fish also? Dump it in their mouth?
I do. Actually, I Sprite sometimes.
Yeah.
Not as much as I used to. I probably just put a little G juice on them now. I don't do the carbonated drinks too much.
Have you ever talked to Seth Feider about his theory on Mountain Dew?
I have not. I like to hear it though.
Well, his Mountain Dew drink is a sipping drink, so that's like an all-day sipper.
It's like scotch to him.
Yeah, it's like a scotch. So with the dinners, he's going with like the Coca-Cola product. You know, the dark soda. That's a dinner drink. But
that's straight sweet tea for me now.
Mountain Dew's all day sipping, you know, cool and easy.
Darts and Dew.
Cool and easy, man. I mean, again, congratulations on a 4th place finish. I mean,
thank you. I really appreciate it.
And just coming out of the gates like that, that's why you're the meteorite. I mean, you really are.
I think I'm definitely going to change my Instagram name to that, in parentheses.
Hashtag meteorite. So how you feeling there for those big spotted bass coming up tomorrow?
Well, to tell you the truth, the hardest part was just getting on my tackle changed over. You know, the first day of practice, I was fishing with 20-pound and 17-pound fluorocarbon and braid, and these spots don't like 20-pound line in this clear water. So once I got everything adjusted, the bite's been a little slow. It's slower than I thought it was going to be. There's a lot of fish to be caught, though. It's not going to be as heavy weights as St. John's, I can promise you that. But we're going to go out there, and I'm going to be fishing shallow. You know, I'm going to go do what I love. If the bite's tough, I can promise you're going to see me on the bank.
You're an FBR, just like us, aren't you?
Straight bank beater all day.
He knows. See, he knows. I mean, but dude, let's just face it. Now, I like I'm scared of deep water fishing, so I can't say I like it. I like catching fish. I like catching fish any way I can. So
you like the theory of it, at least, right?
I love the
he
theory.
likes to fish deep when he's in someone else's boat that puts him on.
Yeah, and I like the theory that 20 feet deep is only as long as my bass boat, but it still scares the shit out of me. You know, I mean,
once I heard that theory, that kind of really opened me up to it. But the main thing, for me to fish out deep, I have to know there's a piece of structure there or something. I have to be touching it.
Yeah.
When I'm just out there making blind casts and not touching anything, or I'm not on the bottom, I've got about 3 casts, and I'm picking that trolling motor back up, and we're heading to the hill.
Yeah, unless I'm catching them, I'm way too ADD, Patrick, to do all that.
Might as well be catfishing at that point.
Yeah, exactly. But here's what I'm getting at, man. Power fishing is cool. To me, I mean, that's bass fishing. When I picture bass fishing, it's like throwing at stumps, throwing at pads, throwing at laydowns, you know, objects, bass.
You're not trying to get me excited, are you?
Absolutely, I am. Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I can throw at some stumps all day now.
It's a bass fishing talk show, dude. That's what we do. We build the excitement. No, but I mean, that's what it is. And you're a power fisherman at heart. You really are. I could tell that about you. So what I want to know from you is give me four rod and reel combinations, okay, and 4 power fishing baits that you will always have tied on and ready to go no matter where you're at in the country. They work everywhere.
I'm going to go with a jig, number 1. Whether a half-ounce jig, it's going to be a Zora Busa bug. I swim the jig. I drag it on the bottom in 50 feet of water. I'll throw it around cypress trees. It's just so versatile. My favorite thing about a jig is you can always kind of see how aggressive they are. Like, you can start swimming that thing by trees, and if they're eating it really aggressive, then, okay, they might be eating a spinnerbait, and then you can kind of switch over. It's just kind of a telltale. It gets bites. When you got limited time in practice, you just want to find areas where they're located. So I just want to throw quick moving baits, and I'm going to have a jig, and I'm going to have that on a 7-foot heavy Daiwa skipping rod with a Tatula SVTWS 8-to-1 gear ratio. I mean, crank that baby in fast as we possibly can.
Gotcha. Okay.
A spinnerbait, we're going to go with a 1/2 ounce Bengo blade. It's hard to beat a spinnerbait, especially shallow.
The old straighter.
Old straighter, baby. It's a bite getter. And I'm going to have to go with a Zoom fluke stick worm.
Ooh.
And I'm going to rig that multiple ways. So, tell you the truth, even though I love to power fish, one of my favorite techniques, it's a wacky worm. I have caught more big fish at home on Santee throwing a wacky worm than probably about anything else. It just
Is that right?
It just catches fish, and I do not go anywhere in the country without a wacky worm tied on. It has bailed me out of so many tournaments where it's the last hour. Now I got 4 fish, and you just pull that wacky worm out of the box. Hadn't even thrown it all at practice, and then end up catching a 4-pounder on it. Whether I'm nail weighting or just throwing it straight weightless, but the wacky worm is always tied on.
That's 3.
And other than that, I'm going to have to go with a crankbait. I'm going to go with the DT6.
All right.
It's deadly.
Throw that
Whether I'll throw the DT6 like a square bill, I'll throw it up around trees, rock. It's just a fish catching bait.
Just keep your rod up if you got fish at shallower.
Exactly. Put some bigger line on that thing.
And you're set. And you brought something up I wanted to ask you about. You grew up on Santee Cooper or fishing it.
Yep.
I've never been there, never fished it. I've driven past it.
Well, you're missing out.
I know I am. And I have amazing memories in my brain, and maybe you could pick up on these thoughts since we share that. But
is his name Preston Clark?
No. His name rhymes with Ronald Morgan, but it sounds like Smolin Smartin, but Roland Martin. So, gosh, sorry, I'm slurring. Roland Martin, he always fished Santee. I think he grew up in that area also, correct?
He did. Well, he grew up in Florida. I don't think he was in Florida. He was actually in the Navy. He told us the story one time. And
his parents,
he actually started fishing Santee, and he would wade fish there. He said there's one day, I think it was like April 4th or something. I'll have to go ask him again. But he said there's one day on Santee Cooper that he would catch like a 10-pounder. And he did it for like 6 years in a row, the same day. And he said he had like one magical stump he'd catch it on. He was blowing us away with the stories. He had it.
Thank you. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, too. In his book, 101 Bass Catching Secrets, he talks about that. And also, he talks about jigger poling and doodle socking. Do you know what that is on Santee?
Is that like the 10-foot rod?
Dude, yeah. They put baby bottle nipples and treble hooks on like pieces of 100-pound Dacron on a 10-foot rod, and they just work them around stumps at night.
I would like to see. That was a little before my time, but when them fish get on the stumps, I promise you, they eat a turd wrapped in aluminum foil. So I know a baby nipple will work.
Dude, so let's do that. Let's go. I'm going to come out there, and you and I will fish Santee, and we'll throw baby nipples on the jigger pole at them.
Dip some nipples.
Hey, I'm just waiting on you.
All right, we're in. Mark that, please.
Pick the flight up. Come on.
We'll get it in the off season, no doubt about it, man. Hey, we play games on this show. You know we play games, right?
Oh yeah.
So I want to. Well, actually, this isn't a game. This is real life, serious stuff right here. But you're kind of a stud at the U of SC, I hear.
I graduated. I think the teachers were mainly just trying to get rid of me. I don't know if it was school wise or the fishing. They were just like, okay, we need to go ahead and send them on.
Now your school, the good old Gamecocks. By the way, don't check Gamecocks.com if you're Googling information about your guest. Just don't do that.
Nothing good came up.
Tip of the week. University of South Carolina Gamecocks. They have a motto that they live by. Do you know the motto?
Possibly.
The school motto. Do we have any school motto? Give me some school motto themage. Ah, yes. The University of South Carolina. Proud alumni, Patrick Walters. Well, I'm vaudevilling again. Step right up and kiss the bearded fat woman.
Kind of a Cosell.
Hey. It is kind of like
it. Him go.
It is kind of like a Cosell. Okay, so here's the motto. So do you want me to do it in Latin?
If you can speak it, let's
Yes,
get it.
I speak fluent Latin. Amaliat mores, nec sampe esse fores. That's the motto. The motto
bless you.
in Latin. Yes, but the real motto is learning humanizes character. Are you familiar with this? Learning humanizes character, and it does not. Wait, the hell did I write?
Yeah, I'm interested. You got
get
me
a
interested
pharmacist
now.
in
I don't know
here?
if I've
Give me-
heard this one.
Wait, yeah, this is a new motto, apparently. Oh, this is it. Let me back up. Let's
Okay,
start
I
the-
was like,
let's
you
start
might
the
have
show.
typed in
Good
a
evening,
different
everybody.
university.
Welcome to Stray Cast Outdoor Cartoon Television. I'm your host, Pat Renwick. Tonight we have a very special guest with us, Bassmaster Elite Series shooting meteorite. Give it up for Patrick Walters. Yes. Woo! Welcome to the show, Pat.
How's it going?
Good, man. It's good to have you here, dude.
Man, it's good to be here.
So the University of South Carolina has a motto, okay? And that motto is learning humanizes character and does not permit character to be cruel. What does that even mean?
They must have created that one after I graduated. I don't know. That's a new one on me.
Yeah,
Say that again.
yeah, it says learning humanizes character. Learning humanizes character, okay? But it does not permit it to be cruel. I read that, and I didn't even know what the hell it meant, so I was hoping you could tell me. But
It's deep.
yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty deep.
It's 20 foot deep.
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I just think that that's a pretty admirable trait, right? To humanize character.
But don't be
I'd
cruel.
say so.
But don't be cruel.
Yeah.
Just like Elvis.
It's like an Elvis.
Just like Elvis. I think Elvis went to U of SC,
That's probably true.
is what we're finding out.
I think he's still there, to tell you the truth.
He probably is with Jim Morrison. That
He
is
is.
definitely true.
Yep.
But speaking of truth, let's find out the real truth about Patrick Walters. This is a kind of a get to know you game, okay? And you just give me a quick answer. Don't lie to me. Whatever you do, don't lie.
Gotcha.
All right? You guys ready? Let's play Get to Know Me with Patrick Walters. I'm your host, Pat Renwick, and it's time to get to know Pat Walters. It's crazy to say so many Patricks in one intro. Here it is. This is going to test your character. If Rick Clunn asked you to wash his boat, would you wash his boat?
Yes.
If Tommy Sanders asked you to pressure clean his driveway, would you pressure clean his driveway?
Do you want me to do the back porch as well?
Yes.
Done.
Good man.
That's what I asked him. I'm like, how much do you want?
If Mark Zona asked you to clean his dirty, filthy laundry after a week on the road filming Zona's awesome fishing show, would you clean his laundry?
Do you want dryer sheets in there as well?
Wow. The snuggle guy threw the snuggle bear in there on Zona. Wow. That's admirable character. Admirable character. Right there. This should tell, too. Who would win in a street fight? Ronnie Moore or Geddes Brannon?
Oh, that is. I'm telling you, that's some pay-per-view material right there.
Yeah.
I would pay for that.
It's a good matchup.
Who's the winner? I mean, I'm talking to the death. Cage match, bro. Blood, guts, blue and gold everywhere.
That's gonna be a good fight. If it was a hardcore street fight, I'm gonna have to put it on Geddes.
On Geddes.
Geddes has got. You never know what he's gonna pull out of sleeve.
Really?
I mean,
He's got
he might be like a trained black belt. I mean, he went to, I think, Tokyo for like 6 months. You never know what he can do.
Tokyo
I'm telling
for
you.
So what you're saying is there's a little more mystery with Geddes.
So he might have like some Chinese throwing stars, and he's going just for the.
Well, I know he eats Chinese food. I don't know if he can do any kung fu.
What?
But this is Geddes. I'm telling you, he might lay down the law.
So I mean, but Ronnie's like a sleeper. Like Ronnie could just.
Ronnie is a sleeper. Ronnie probably would just like Geddes would come at him and he just like jab to the eyes. You know,
Yeah.
like Waterboy style.
Yeah,
He'd
exactly.
just be over there
go for the
throwing
throat.
stats.
Yeah, or I could see
Throwing
Ninja
stats at
stars.
him.
throwing
Yeah.
stats like Stingen's razors.
Yeah, like throwing stars.
Yeah, and then he would just lift up Geddes' shirt and beat the shit out of him real quick and then run. Right?
Put a bar of soap in his sock. It would be nothing but stats in the sock. He'd be beating him with the stats.
Hey, we're giving your buddies way too much
That's not
time. Let's
cool.
move
That's-
on. Let's move
I
on.
like it.
Hey, it's the old chatter chicken. What's the old chatter chicken?
You waiting on me?
Yeah, you're the guest.
Oh, what is the chatter chicken? I
Yes.
couldn't tell you.
What's it? That's the chatterbait. That is the slang name. Chickadee China, the Chinese chatter chicken.
Man, we call that thing the old chatterbug.
The old chatterbug, too, but that's a spinner bug. See, we already got a spinner bug, so we needed a chatter chicken. So we got Chickadee China, the Chinese chatter chicken. Are you with me now,
Ooh,
Meteorite?
I like it. Oh, yeah.
You're following me,
Now you got
Meteorite.
me with it.
Love
It
it.
does look like a chicken.
Love it. Call me Stepping
chicken.
Razor for the rest of the show, and I will call you Meteorite.
Yes, sir, Stephen Razor.
Thank
I
you,
got
Thank you, Meteorite.
Hey, speaking of these nicknames, Patrick, do you have another, other than the Meteorite, do you have another nickname?
We were playing a damn
Because we
game
can't-
show right
we
now.
can't get...
What the heck is going on?
Proceed. We'll follow up.
Wait, go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
Oh, that was the question. Do you have another nickname other than the Meteorite?
No, not necessarily. You can't really give yourself a nickname, really. I mean, I just probably go by PW sometimes. I mean, that's what I got on the boat. But
P-dubs.
just, P-dub, anything. I'm easy-going.
It's hard to get nicknames for Patrick. So
And
that's what
now,
I'm getting at.
back
Anyways,
to
back
the
to the
game
show.
Val Walters, the Meteorite. Stepping Razor coming at you.
Stephen Razor.
It's the most overused term in bass fishing. It's the most overused term in bass fishing. What is it? You're supposed to answer. Like
Okay,
I
so
say
you did-
something.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, that's not
I'm
me.
going to go with
Bad host.
the most overused term in bass fishing. It's,
Yes.
It's going to be fishing's terrible. Or, gosh, what was the second one I was thinking of? I had a good one a second ago. Goodness. It's probably all the complaints. That or they're just not biting.
They're just not biting.
They're
No.
just not biting. I had a go. I couldn't even. It was on the tip of my tongue.
Okay, so I'm just going to be clear now. So I'm going to give you a phrase, and then you just answer that phrase or question. You with me, Patty?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fire away.
No, this sweet snack makes me, Patrick Walters, feel better all the time. What's
Gotta
that?
go with the Snickers.
The Snickers bar. Satisfying. It's my golden rule of bassin'. What's your golden rule of bassin'?
The golden rule is just find your own fish. You know, that's my main thing. Is I always go out there and try to fish as hard as I can, and I don't want anybody poaching in on me, and I don't want to poach in anybody else, basically. So it's just treat everybody else like you'd want to be treated. You know, don't be cutting people off. Don't be, waypointing everybody. It's just be courteous to everybody.
Be courteous. That's the golden rule of bassin'. Exactly. There it is. Give an example of the worst way to do a sponsor plug. Give me an example of the worst way to do a sponsor plug.
A DUI checkpoint. That would probably be pretty bad. That would not be good. On cops line or live PD.
Live PD, yeah, with your
That
wrapped
would be
boat
not a
and
good way to
everything
plug
and the whole
sponsors.
truck. There's the Meteorite getting cuffed live on PD.
Sorry, officer, this truck's just too fast. I couldn't tell.
All right, last
These
question.
windshield wipers, they're too good.
This pickup line allegedly works every time. What is that pickup line?
That it's the Black Panther. That it works 90% of the time, 100% of the time.
Yeah, there it is. Close. That was close. Yeah.
It was close. It wasn't right on, but it's off.
You know what my favorite pickup line is?
What's that?
Yeah, I usually say like, "Hey, have you ever planted jelly beans to see if they grow?" And then she'll say, "No, are you nuts?" And I'd be like, "Nah, I haven't either, but yeah, I'm nuts, and I'm gonna try later. You want to come over?" And sometimes
Does she usually end up coming over. How's that work out?
it's worked for me. Yeah, I'm not gonna kid you. It has worked. It has worked.
How many jelly beans are currently planted in your backyard?
Way too many. Way too many. The odds are not good. The odds are definitely not as good as they are for you becoming the next Meteorite in the Bassmaster Elite Series tournament trail. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Patrick Walters right there. Wow. Yes. Dude, I had so much fun with
Thank
you,
you.
man. I had a good
Man,
time with you, dude.
I'm glad you guys called. I really enjoyed being on. Hopefully I can be on again.
You will
that means
be.
I guess I'm doing something right.
Yeah, you come highly recommended. You do come highly recommended. That you're a
I
pet.
don't know if that's good or bad.
It's super bad. I'm not gonna kid you. Anything you want to say to the bass fishing galaxy before we get the hell out of here, man?
Man, just thanks everybody for the support and keeping up. We're just looking to catch them one at a time. So I'm glad everybody's following the sport, and that there was enough room for the shift that we had in the industry. And that's the great thing was there's enough room for everybody. You know, it's really become a funnel from high school fishing to the college fishing to the semi-professional tournaments. There's so many people fishing now, and then at the pro level, it was such a bottleneck that to everybody, kids who have a dream, that this is a possibility. It can happen to anybody as long as you put your time in and you work hard, things will happen. You know, I used to think back when I was a kid that it was just a dream. I didn't know I was ever gonna to get to this level. But in 10th grade, I actually stopped playing baseball for the high school team because I was doing too many things half-heartedly. I was trying to play football, I was trying to bass fish and play baseball, and I knew I wanted to bass fish professionally one day. So I gave up baseball because it was in the springtime when the bass were biting, and that's what I devoted my time to. And just if you put your mind to it and you set your heart on it, you'll accomplish it.
There it is. Beautiful words.
Nice.
Beautifully spoken by Patrick Walters, rookie on the Bassmaster Elite Series Tour. Hey, man, thanks again. Knock him out tomorrow.
Hey, thanks, guys. We're going to try.
Thanks, man.
There it is,
Going
man.
swinging.
Pat Walters. Hey, put the power poles down. Don't go anywhere. We got FLW Tour champ Buddy Gross. He's coming up next. Boom. Discover the magic of balsa. For decades, professional fishermen and the angling elite come to rely on the fish-catching performance of hand-carved custom balsa lures. PH Custom Lures by Phil Hunt have assembled the comprehensive line of custom balsa baits. The original Huntin' Pete, Bill Lowenstaller Bill, Wesley Strader's Ploppin' Pete, and the new Matt Heron Fudd, in addition to the entire family of PH Custom Lures, are just what you need to get that edge over the competition. Discover the magic of balsa today and visit phcustomlures.com. That's phcustomlures.com.
Hey guys, Micah Frazier here. I've got a bait from War Eagle Baits called the Buzz Toad. Big thing lately has been putting a toad style bait on a buzz bait, and preferably it's my favorite way to fish one. This bait here's got a quick planing head, a great hook, and it squeals right out of the package. The body of this bait is big and bulky, so it allows you to skip it. It planes quicker than a skirted bait would. In my opinion, it's just the way to fish a buzz bait. So y'all check this thing out. It's pretty awesome.
Nothing stops your boat faster and holds it more securely than Power Pole shallow water anchors. Some folks hear Power Pole and think, oh man, I can't afford that. But did you know you can get the 8-foot Power Pole Sportsman 2 hydraulic anchor now with Sea Monster 2.0 pump and heavy-duty hydraulic hose for just $1,295? It's got all the features Power Pole anchors are famous for, and a single Sportsman 2 will hold a bass boat up to 4,500 pounds. Go check it out at power-pole.com to find a dealer near you. Power Pole, swift, silent, secure.
The swim jig technique is one of the most successful ways to put fish in the boat. Time in and time out, Brovani Baits swim jigs are just the right tool for the job. Beaming with quality, the Brovani swim jigs come in a myriad of colors, feature the best premium hooks and solid trailer keepers to give you, the serious bass angler, the confidence you need to accomplish your goal of putting more fish in the boat. So go to BrovaniBaits.com and start climbing the ladder to swim jig success.
Welcome back. The Maniacy continues right here, right now. I'm your host, Pat Renwick. This is Stray Cast Outdoor Cartoon Television, and now it is the Champions Corner segment of the show. I just made that up. We don't have a champion segment of the
That
corner.
works.
But this dude is surely and truly a champion. I want you to give it up right now for FLW Tour Champ Buddy Gross. Yeah! What's up, bud?
What's going on, guys?
What's up? Give me an internet high five. That's how we start things off around there. Yeah! Boom! How you feeling, dude? How you feeling? Uh-oh, we lost Buddy.
You guys have got me.
We got you. How you feeling, dude? You feeling good?
Good. Tired still.
Tired still. What'd you do with that big check that says $100,000? Is that in the bank yet?
It made it this morning.
Made it this morning. You put it right in the back of the truck and walk it in there?
No, the big one's still in the back of the truck, but I took the little one in.
You should have brought both in just for effect and made a social media post about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
So you've been doing a ton of this stuff, I'm sure. Congratulations on your victory is in order. First off, I apologize for not saying that immediately. But you've been doing a bunch of these interviews, I'm sure. How many have you done since your W?
I'm going to say over 15.
Oh, wow. Okay, so give me a list of questions not to ask you that you've already been asked too many times. Can you do that for me?
No, go ahead.
All right, so I can ask whenever. Okay, I just trying to be cool with you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man. But dude, I mean, you are no stranger to victory. There's no doubt about that. I mean, you got two tour victories under your belt, and you got a BFL and a Costa too.
Yes, sir.
I mean, not too shabs, right? And you got a big old check in the back of the truck. Life's pretty good.
Life's been good. Lord's blessed us. We've had several good events. I like grass lakes. As long as we stay on grass lakes, I'm good. When we start going to clear, rocky, smallmouth lakes, I get a little bit lost.
Yeah, those smallmouth, I don't understand them for some reason. They don't behave like the greenheads, you know.
Born with a suitcase.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact. They travel.
Yeah, that's it. That they just I'm just not as comfortable with those brown fish with red eyes. You know what I mean? Those...
I love to catch them. I just don't like trying to chase them.
Yeah, exactly, man. You, I mean, dude, you came out in the grind. Let's put it that way. And your victory there at Toho was an example of putting all your eggs in one basket, wasn't it? I mean,
It was. I mean, I had several other things during practice that really worked well. I just knew that was kind of a coin flip whether I was going to catch them or not. And once I found this little spot, it just kept producing and kept producing. So every time the lull would happen on the third and fourth day, I'd leave long enough to go try some of these things. It just never was producing. So I just, instead of chasing the rainbow, I just kind of stayed on what I thought I had.
And I mean, what a cool spot. We've got two in both derbies on the FLW tour. I didn't say derb. I keep saying derb, and I get hit and shit with shotguns. What's going on? I'm saying derb too much. Watch this, buddy. Derb. Derb. Watch this. Derb.
It's every fourth one.
Last one. Sorry. We do it. Every time I say derb, they shotgun. But anyway, sorry about that. Where was I now? You guys totally lost my the last two derbies have been both won on magical spots. I mean, pretty much Terry won the derby on a pretty cool little spot. I know he switched up a bit, but that's two in a row, man. You don't see that often.
No, you don't. I mean, it's the place I had was really magical. I couldn't believe it kept loading, but it seemed like other than the third day, I think was the 19-pound day, I think I could have really kept doing better, but I started easing up on it a little bit. The last day I got all it was worth, but when we went back out on the fifth day and they were bigger. We didn't get there till late, but both the two fish that we hooked were big ones.
Wow. So, I mean, and you don't see that too often in Florida, where a spot will hold up, just one spot. I mean, anywhere, but especially Florida, those fish are kind of like the smallmouth sometimes, how they move, dude. You know?
Yeah, they are.
I mean, it's
I had just got through fishing the Harris chain, the open over there too, and it was kind of the same deal. I did the same thing over there.
Same kind of deal, and will that kind of stuff come into play at Seminole also?
Yes, it will. It's going to be a lot like that.
So you spend a lot of time, and this is what I don't get about you pros. Obviously, we're not professional anglers. We just talk to professional anglers, but we love fishing. But it doesn't matter as much to us when we're on the water because we're not paying our light bills, with when we're out fishing. We're just out having fun. But what I'm getting at is I don't get, no matter what the situation, whether you're doing it for a living, whether you're out for fun, how you guys just spend days without even wetting a line and just graphing stuff. It's hard.
Well, on the Tennessee River, we got so used to doing it, it just kind of transfers over. I mean, on Tennessee River in late May, June, July, August, you don't ever have to stand up. I mean, you know what you're going to catch before you stand up.
Isn't that crazy?
Especially in Florida, too. There's not much to see under 3 feet of water, driving around graphing.
No, that's the good thing, though. My place had like 8 feet on
it. He knew he found the promised land then.
Like, a lot of mystery there. Yeah.
This is deep. But, I mean, it just fascinates me. And I guess, I mean, the answer is obvious. Yeah, you're doing it because the payoff is evident if you find the right spot, like just happened to you, on the Victory there. But it's just you don't find many recreational anglers or even real serious bass fishermen that aren't at the tour level doing that. They just don't. They have to fish. It's something that happens. You got to throw.
And in Florida, that's probably the best way. But that's why I did a lot of my homework before I got there. I did a lot of my idling before I got there. And then I just put the rod in my hand and went fishing everything that I'd marked for the days that I was there before it went off limits. And, I went to the first spot, caught a 5-pounder. Second spot, I didn't catch nothing. Third spot, I didn't catch nothing. I think I was actually the 5th place before I started catching them again. The 5th, 6th, and 7th, I all had fish. So, it was just a good time well spent, I guess is the best way to say when I went before it went off limits.
Yeah, there you go, man. And he found it.
You just looking for one bite, just a stick and move kind of thing?
Or do you need multiple? In pre-practice now, and once we started on Sunday before the tournament, I mean, I think I had 7 or 8 fish over 7. I had a couple of 9s.
Wow.
But I would catch one quality fish and leave, catch another quality fish and leave. I think the big thing was it was really a morning bite. So once I committed to that one spot, if I went to my other, the places that I'd caught them good in practice, I'd already missed the morning bite. And that time of day, it just got a little tougher. It was not as easy. But if you went to a prime spot before 8:30, say, you got bit.
That kind of practice will lift your spirits. Catching 7s.
Get them while you can. No doubt about it. Hey, you chose a couple baits to rotate through with the swim jig and the swim bait. And so my question to you was, like, why did you pick those particular winding baits? I mean, you could have thrown a heavier chatter bait. Was it a process of elimination or just something about confidence? What's the deal?
Well, it started in practice. The grass I was fishing is a lot taller. Even though it was 8 feet deep, the grass was 7 feet deep pretty much. And it had little open spots in the grass, which would transfer into – there's a little bit of current. They run current every day at Toho, too. They were pulling water, so the little ditches in between the grass had current going through it, which made it even better. But in practice, I threw a swim jig, and the swim jig was a black and blue with a green pumpkin trailer, and it caught everything in practice.
Wow.
So I basically just, when I found the quality of fish that I was looking for, then I switched over to the baits I knew would catch the bigger fish.
And that was the big swim bait, and you beefed up the trailer on the swim jig, right?
That's exactly right, yes, sir. But the swim jig would get more bites, but the swim bait would get the quality bite.
And when you're fishing that swim jig, we always talk about it on this show, and we have pro anglers tell us about the two different styles, like a northern style or an Alabama shake. What was that?
I was going to say I was not doing the Alabama shake. I was doing a northern style, if you want to call it. But once I added that oversized swim bait on the swim jig, it had a nice rolling action, and it was almost turned into a 2-piece swim bait. I mean, it had a nice roll to it. It was really pretty. And
you just knew, you could feel it, right? You knew it was right. You knew it was right. And were they eating big shads?
No. I picked up a bull shad and threw it for a little bit. After I got a limit on the last day, I really thought I could catch one because there was such aggressive fish in the area, but they never looked at the bull shad. It was just that size. I think it was 5 inch or less.
I would eat a bull shad every day.
If I was a fish, I'd get tricked. I've tricked a bunch of them at home now. I'm telling you on that thing. It has caught the fish.
My buddies are out in Mexico right now. What's that lake they're at?
Salto.
El Salto. And they
Oh,
just got a bunch of the brim looking bull shad. You know what
bull
I'm talking-
brims.
The bull brim. Yes, sir. And
They're
fit.
good. I caught a 12-pounder on Chickamauga on it this year.
Oh my goodness. Jesus. Gosh. Is it okay that I'm jealous right now? You just won $100,000 and a 12-pounder.
It was awesome. I mean, Chickamauga Lake, dude, is on fire right now. I mean, it's killing me that I haven't been. When it's your home lake and everybody's sending you pictures, I bet I get 10 pictures of 10-pounders a week or bigger.
Wow.
Wow.
Crazy.
They kill me.
That is insane.
Dude, and I mean, are the big baits your confidence bait? Like if you want to wind something, is that the winding bait you're picking, the big bait? The swim bait?
Yeah, big bait being 5 inch and above.
Okay. Gotcha.
I like it. Even if I'm throwing traps, I want to be throwing a 1 ounce. I mean, I just like bigger stuff. I mean, we're fishing for 5 bites a day. I mean, and we're trying to catch the 5 biggest bass. So I try to put a bigger meal in front of them to catch bigger bass when I can. Now, don't get me wrong. I've had to learn how to. This tour stuff's a little different. These boys all catch 5 fish. When I first started, I was hero or zero. So I'm trying to figure out how to get the happy medium.
Man, speaking of the happy medium, bass fishing, being a professional bass fisherman, there's a lot more pressure involved than a lot of people might think. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You feel pressure, correct, buddy?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you got bills to pay. You got sponsors to keep happy. And you just have to maintain in professional bass fishing. My question to you is like, how do you keep calm? How do you keep it cool? How do you keep things under wraps, man, especially in a derby?
Truthfully, my secret is I just believe in the Lord, and He just takes care of us. I mean, honest to goodness, we have a lot of faith in my family, and that's the only thing that keeps my sanity, because when I start trying to do it myself, it just don't work out.
Dude, I thank you so much. I agree. The same thing. I found that out not too long ago, that if I turn things over, it takes that weight of the world off my shoulders, man. It
does. Every time I try to do it myself, I mess it up.
Yeah, bad. I screw up bad. I'm a king of bad decisions. I ain't gonna kid you. You know, when you got somebody above looking out, it helps out a little bit. Let's just leave it right there, man.
And I will tell you, my wife keeps me pretty centered up too. When I get a little bit sideways, she reminds me where I need to be. So she's been a great supporter.
Good. That's awesome. I mean, you need that too. You got to have something, because they always say if you don't laugh and giggle, you cry yourself to sleep.
That's a fact. In this deal, you will. That's a fact. I mean, it's always like, bills due, so it's time for you to cash another check.
Yeah.
I get that kind of conversation.
Little tap on the shoulder. Buddy, time to go to work.
Yeah, it's like, oh, by the way, I took all the money out of the account, so if you want to put your next entry fee in, you might ought to cash it.
Nice. That's awesome. Hey, this it's a new time in bass fishing. We've all been talking about it till we're blue in the face, and there's 3 bass fishing leagues now. That's not news to you, right, buddy? You knew that,
no,
right?
Sir.
Okay,
I've heard it.
Good. Okay, good. I'm not breaking it to him. But I mean, how do you feel about that? Let me think of a way to phrase this question. And I mean no disrespect whatsoever by this question, but it seems like all the attention has been on MLF and BASS and not as much FLW. And am I wrong? Is this a wrong perception of mine? It seems this way to me, and I don't want it to be that way.
Man, you're going to put me on the spot. I have an opinion.
Okay. And you don't have to answer, but I mean, I'm being sincere, man. I mean,
it seems that way. It does. I'm glad I didn't have to make the decision. I'm very happy where I'm at. But I think FLW truly has the best people back. I mean, like, I love all the people, Bill Taylor's and all the guys that
love
bought
Bill
tables and all the people, but they stand behind us. I mean, it's like a family. When I go into the weigh-in line, everybody's shaking hands, everybody's checking on you. and I've not been to the other places. I fished some other organizations. The tournaments are run well. I like where I'm at. I mean, I'm glad I didn't have to make a decision to do anything else. But I mean, the big names are jumping around. They've been in it longer, and they keep wanting to do better for themselves. And you know, I think that's what's leading everybody to make changes. They're all wanting to make more money and do better. And I don't know. I like where I'm at. I want to work hard.
And you just won. You just won. I mean, of course you do. That's amazing. It's amazing.
It seems like there's a lot of money to be won in FLW with your fishing pole. Now, what I do see is sponsors don't seem to want to pay as much at FLW for some reason. I don't understand that, but I got one that I want to do more with, but I don't think at this point in time I'm as far as I'm gonna go. But I'm really happy at FLW. I love it.
And you are right. That is FLW is like family. They go out of your way. I mean, even a little bass fishing talk show like us.
Yeah.
I mean, when we go to the Cup to broadcast, who was it, JP, the first time we went that showed us around the place? The first time we ever went to the Cup.
Well, when we got greeted?
When we got greeted.
They're like, just go over there. Someone will come down. It was Bill Taylor.
It was Bill Taylor they sent, and he's showing us around.
He's there walking us around.
Yeah, I mean,
unreal.
He looked amazing. Glory is coming down this giant wood.
It was like surreal. Here comes Bill Taylor.
Yeah, I got goosebumps.
Down a spiraling staircase.
Yeah, it was like Kate Winslet standing at the top of the stairs in Titanic, except it was Bill Taylor.
Did he show you the Boza Bug?
Did he what?
Did he show you the Boza Bug, his favorite bait,
He did not. He didn't have any in his pocket that day.
I keep trying to get one, and they won't let me see it. I think he's afraid I'm going to take it out and beat everybody with it or something.
There's only one person that has that.
Who's that?
I can't tell you. You might. I can't tell you.
But truly, all the guys. I mean, we lost 30 guys, I guess, or so this year, but they were all my friends, and I miss them all. But they all doing good wherever they went. That's the thing. All these guys that leave FLW go to these other organizations, and they do well. And that tells you what kind of angler you got.
And I get you. And you can't blame anybody for wanting to better themselves. It's their decision. Everybody's got their own choices. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to get on with this and enjoy professional bass fishing. That's the goal. But my whole point when I first brought this up is I just I don't like how that there's not and I'm just gonna this is how I see it. There's not as much emphasis on FLW in these first two events, and I think it's going to change as the year goes on. But it's just I don't know. I didn't like it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we had Bass and us had the same an event on the same weekend too.
I know. This has got to stop too. Let's just get this together, and then maybe you guys could fish a bunch of leagues. I mean, and like when Bass and FLW guys used to fish both tournaments. Both.
I would like to see that.
I mean,
because I make my living fishing. I don't have a job. I'm not independently wealthy. I fish for a living fully.
Yeah, I mean that would be ideal, man. That would be ideal. Hey, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but the Backwoods Graphics. Okay, they're sponsoring the giveaway tonight on the show, backwoodsgraphics.com. And they have also, Liam Geary at Backwoods Graphics, they have just partnered with FLW. So, so what they're doing is they are making, what would you call it, alternative trophies. So they're from pictures that, of you with your victory or a big fish. And in fact, I think you'll be getting one shortly. I know Terry just got his, Bolton just got his, and yours is coming soon. So
that's awesome. I didn't know nothing about that.
I'm breaking the news to you. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's backwoodgraphics.com, and Liam Geary, they make these out of tin or wood. They put that memory right there, and it's forever, man. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
You're gonna be getting one pretty soon, and we're giving that away. So all you got to do is like and share the live Facebook feed, and you get a chance to win the alternative trophy,
the photo trophy.
The photo trophy.
Yeah,
from Backwoods Graphics.
Speaking of trophy, look what I just found.
Whoa!
That's a good one.
The champion. You didn't know I spoke French, did you?
No, I didn't.
That was a good one. Hey, you want to play some games, man?
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, that means yeah, right? I mean, not
Yeah,
no
I
doesn't.
mean,
No.
I'm scared.
Well, no means yes, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
You're supposed to be scared. It's
All
okay.
right. We're gonna. So, do you want to play the Bass Fishing Guy commercial game first, or do you want to play the just the quick tip?
Quick tip.
Just the quick tip. Good choice. Good choice. Then you're not getting out of the commercial though. Just don't think you skated that, buddy. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna give you a phrase or a word, and you give us a quick tip about it. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's play it. It's time for just the quick tip with FLW Tour Champion Buddy Gross. Da-da. There it is. Whoa.
Hey,
Hey, DJ.
this is the remix.
Buddy, give us a tip. Ledge spoon. Just the quick tip.
Real fast.
Real fast ledge spooning. Decision making.
In trouble.
Intro. I was hoping he was going to say real fast for every answer. That would be. Sight fishing. Quick tip.
Don't like it.
Don't like it. Get the hell out of there. Number one thing to check on your boat and truck rig before hitting the road. Quick tip.
Safety chain.
Safety chain. Gotta have it. Setting the hook with swim baits. Just the quick tip.
Hard.
Hard. Cross their eyes.
Yes.
Tighten the girdle. Whatever that means.
Especially in the grass.
Dirty water in Florida.
Run.
Run. Real fast. Real. When I see this, I know I'm always going to catch one there.
Hydrilla.
Hydrilla.
Nice.
Like any, as hydrilla. Hair jig. Quick tip.
100,000.
100. I love it.
Do you know where that came from?
Where it came from? The
Yeah.
win on Pickwick?
Yeah, I just want to make sure you knew what I won with.
Yeah, absolutely I did. Why do you think I got a question? What kind of talk show host you think I am, buddy?
Oh.
I like that he tested me. I thought
Yeah.
that was outstanding. That was actually the first time I've ever been tested.
I was just testing you.
Did
You
I
want
pass?
another answer?
Am I
You
credible?
passed. You did great.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Wait till we do the commercial game. You're not going to thank me after that.
Do you want a better answer for the hair jig?
Yeah.
Ledges.
Awesome. Okay. The best thing to do when I get all the way to the back of the creek and I find out that Brian Thrift just fished it.
Go to the front.
Go. And I think that Buddy Gross just won his first edition ever of Just the Quick Tip.
That was really good.
He sure did. You knocked it out of the ballpark. You knocked it out. You know, buddy, with being a professional bass fisherman comes fame. You know, it's traveling. You're like a rock star, and you got to do public appearances and shake hands and kiss babies and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And with it comes money, as evident here, with your hair jig win and your swim bait win right there. Bunch of money right there. So, what I'm an investor. Just thought I'd let you know, and I think that you should probably invest in Buddy Gross's Bass and Bonanza restaurant.
Bass and Bonanza.
It's Buddy Gross's Bass and Bonanza restaurant. Now, here's what I need you to do for me, okay? I need you to loosen up that Fitzgerald cap just a little bit so you can think real good. Okay, now you got to get to thinking here. Now, you have to do a commercial, okay, for Buddy Gross's Bass and Bonanza restaurant, and there's only 4 items on the menu, but those 4 items are something that every bass fisherman loves. Get them into Buddy Gross's Bass and Bonanza restaurant with the commercial. Here, I could start you. You want me to start you?
Yeah, I would like to hear a sample.
Okay. Welcome to Buddy Gross's Bass and Bonanza restaurant. We got everything on the menu a bass fisherman needs. Here's Buddy Gross owner to tell you all about it.
We have your frog legs
Yeah.
with a side of largemouth caviar,
Ooh, frog legs and largemouth caviar.
along with
Starving.
some smallmouth crawdads,
Smallmouth crawdads.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Rusty.
as well as some brim poppers.
Brim poppers.
Mm.
Damn.
That's about as good as I can get.
I mean, you got it all covered there. I think every bass fisherman wants to come on down to Buddy Gross's Bass and Bonanza. That's it right there. I'm going to let you know where to send the check, and we'll get this whole thing going.
I got to say, this is the best part. This is the best one I've had all week. This is awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks.
That means a lot to us. We found that we achieved great success by not taking life seriously. Is our goal.
I'd like. Y'all have made me a fan. I'm gonna start watching every week now to see how I can see. I want to hear everybody else's answer.
I appreciate it, and then we'll give you.
You crushed it.
Yeah, we'll give you. You're
Really
like
good.
one of the best game showers
Yeah.
ever. Yeah,
Yeah.
telling you.
Definitely the best menu planner.
Yeah, best menu
planning. You definitely didn't do that in other interviews. You're the best at that.
Yeah, definite menu planner was amazing. The brim poppers, I think I have got those on my list. I'm gonna dip them in some of that, not the tartar, but the
No.
red stuff. You know, the red sauce.
I'm gonna give me some of them silicone frog legs.
Silicone frog legs. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're a little well done.
I was trying to figure out if I was going with a bait menu or a catch menu.
I think you went right in the middle. It was perfect.
You knocked it out, dude. It was awesome. Hey, man, best of luck to you at Seminole, dude. Let's keep this momentum going. Let's keep it going.
I'm really looking forward to that one.
Heck yeah. Hey, anything you want to say to your fans or the Bass Fishing Galaxy before we get the hell out of here?
Please, everybody, go check out Buddy Gross Fishing. We got Instagram and Facebook, but please jump on board. We'd love to have you guys, and we're going to start trying to do some stuff for long, make everybody a little more interested. So
Awesome,
come
excellent.
check us out.
And best of luck to you, man, on the rest of the tour. And thank you so much for coming on and showing support to this show. We really appreciate that, buddy.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you inviting us, and if you ever need us again, give us a little shout. We'd
Oh,
love
we
to be
sure
on.
will. We had a good time with
Absolutely.
you, dude. There's no doubt. That's Buddy Gross. Give it up one more time for the champ. Yes. Yes. All right, now we're going to give away a Backwoods Graphics deal, and you're going to be getting yours in the mail soon. So, all
Thank you.
right, congratulations.
Thanks,
We'll see you soon,
See you
bud.
guys.
Take care. That's Buddy Gross right there. He's a champion. That's amazing. Amazing. I had a good time with Buddy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
He stays calm.
And I can't wait to eat at his restaurant. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. When we eat
Tell
at
why
his-
he can catch fish, man. He don't get rattled.
So, I had a question for Buddy, and I didn't ask it, and I want to know from you guys. Like, we all talk about when we got into fishing, right? Like,
Mhm.
we all hear about the catch. You know, we caught our first bass, we caught our first fish, whatever it might be. But I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I thought about my first fish, which was a smallmouth bass on the Tippecanoe River. I've talked about that many times. But what got me into fishing before that was actually the thoughts of fishing and the whole dawn of the creative visualization of fishing. If this makes any sense, and here's where it starts. This is where it started for me. It started in a tackle box. It started in a tackle box because let's think about it. When I was a kid, I loved to play with Star Wars stuff, just like Andrew Ellenberger did, right? Andy loved Star Wars stuff. He loved to play with this stuff. Tom Billings, he loved parts of Barbie dolls, so he played with parts of Barbie dolls,
Just parts.
just parts of them.
Was it
I wish you had a microphone.
the
right now.
bottom or the top?
I'm not
parts?
going to tell you. JP High played with Matchbox cars. Yeah.
I just bought some Matchbox cars. the other day.
And Ryan, what did you play with?
The first time I went fishing, I stretched a nightcrawler over my upper lip. When I was
Gerbils.
like
He
4,
played
so I
with
played with
gerbils.
worms.
Worms.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is we were playing with things, right? Boom. Now here's a tackle box. Here's lures lined in this tackle box. Magical lures, magical toys. here's what the deal is. Now we could take these inanimate objects.
Yeah.
Andy, what could you make a Han Solo do in your Star Wars tackle box? What could you make a Han Solo do? Go, doo, 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 boom, 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 boom. Right? That's it.
Pretty much it.
Andy, what could you do with a jitterbug? What could you do with an Abergast jitterbug? What could you do with an Abergast? You could throw it and catch a fish, right?
You could make it
throw
explode.
it and catch a fish. That's the excitement. That's what it is. It's my tackle box. It's my toy box.
You know, to be honest with you, those pretty much were my first
I'm trying to
toys.
make people think that the screen is frozen. See this? See that, Tom?
I thought you were trying to do the JT Kenny frozen smile.
No, that was it.
He's been awesome on that one.
He is great.
Yeah,
he's awesome
JT's
on that.
amazing, dude.
Yeah.
But Dr. House, the guy on the left from that House MD show, you know Dr. House?
House?
Yeah. House MD.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That guy's a lot nicer than that house
Is
guy.
it Dr. House? Who could this be?
Got her.
Oh. This guy loved his tackle box too. And he loved playing
He's
with
loving
toys.
it hard right
But
now.
you know, and he was so excited about what he was most excited about now is going on right now. It's his change, the Bass Pro Tour. Oh, yes. He's excited. Oh, yes. Was that you, Tom? There it is.
He's got it down. Yeah.
So what we want to do is give away I love the free-for-all. A Backwood Graphics prize pack right now to a lucky winner. So basically, I think what the deal is you send in the picture, right?
Yeah.
And then they make a replica of your fish or your bass trophy. Thank you.
Yeah, you were skipping.
Yeah, and there's a chance to win right there. Boom.
Right.
$50. Liam Geary, thank you so much for putting this prize pack out to the Straycast Galaxy and JP High. Do you have a...
Yeah. The contest on JP High has not spot with the winner of the contest.
I got one. You ready?
Yes.
Oh, I want the music to play.
Oh, yes.
Tonight's winner of the Backwoods Graphic Trophy Photo Pack, Jerry Gallagher. Gallology.
Galology?
Gary Gallology.
Galalogianalis.
Gary Galology.
Galology. Gary Galology.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jerry Galology.
Can you spell that last name,
Yeah, spell
JP?
the last name. We never get names right. We suck at this.
They're so hard.
So bad.
Gallogly.
Yeah. Galapagos Islands.
Gallogly.
Yes. He won. The dude won.
Galagely.
Yes. Yeah, baby. That's it right
Gary
there.
Galagely. That's it.
Ryan, what was your favorite bait in your tackle box that wasn't yours?
Favorite one that wasn't mine?
Yeah, when you were
in
a
my
kid.
tackle box?
No, like looking at somebody else's tackle box and you're like, man, that bait is awesome, dude.
I was always trying to snake my brother's power bait sandworms.
Ooh, the sandworms. Yeah, 'cause they don't make them anymore either.
Well, they were just making them then.
And they catch fish all the time.
That was the first one that was the bait that caught me the bass that hooked me.
That was the one.
That was the first one I skipped under a dock and caught a good one on.
It was
all over.
I was fascinated with them damn Bagley small fries that looked like crappies and smallmouths and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Absolutely.
That's a good
crazy.
one.
Gosh. I love bass fishing. I don't know about you guys, but I do. I could talk here all night, but I
I'm
guess
missing
we won't.
it, I would
we're
say.
we're running way over here. But I had a hell of a time in your case. Oh, we're not?
Yeah, we're way behind, so.
Oh, we're way behind, so
Yeah,
we're
we're way
actually right on
behind.
time.
Yeah.
Kinda.
So
Yeah.
is this daylight saving time?
Not yet.
We're in the alternate 1985.
I know, Mom. I got to go to the Van Halen concert, though. I can't possibly mow the lawn. Wait, what? Oh, we're back. Sorry about that.
We go to the Twilight?
Yes, but speaking of the Twilight, next week we are back. Same bass time, same bass channel, straycast.net. Hopefully at 7 o'clock. Yeah, we're not going to be late, but we're super excited that next week, for the first time ever on the show, Mark Menendez is coming on, and I just love to say that.
Yeah.
Can't wait to talk to Mark Menendez. I'll remind everybody, if you're just tuning in for the first time, you probably turned it off by now, I'm sure. But with all that going on. But we are available on iTunes, as you know. You can also ask Surrey now to play Stray Cats. True story that I just made up, but try it anyway. Ask Surrey to play Stray Cats. Also, you can ask the Alexa.
Yeah.
The Alexa, too.
And if they accidentally play Brian Setzer, just try it again. Do it again.
Got a whiskey on a rocks and a bit of but a Stray Cats.
You got to hit the end of casts.
It's been another glorious episode of Stray Cats Outdoor Cartoon Television. I am your host, Pat Renwick. That's Tom Billings, and you can't see him. That's Ryan Whitaker. That's JP High, the hip-hop fisherman. That's Andrew Ellenberger. Larry's going to put the iTunes up shortly, so get ready to listen. Hey, until next time, don't look a gift horror in the mouth. Catch you next time. Peace.